welcome back to our coverage of the 2012 Men's European Handball Championships from Serbia. Images from around the country. My name's Paul Bray. Thanks for being with us again here at the Belgrade Arena on semi-finals day. First major handball event hosted here in Serbia. Well, earlier today, Denmark booked their place in the final, beating the Spaniards 25-24 to book their place. But coming up next, it's the game that all of Serbia is holding its breath for, as the hosts take on neighbours Croatia for a place in the final on Sunday alongside Denmark. Serbia have surprised many, beating Poland and Denmark in the preliminary round before drawing a match without consequence against the outgoing Slovakians, and it meant maximum points into the main round. A draw with Germany and a win over Sweden were enough to book their semi-final place with a match to spare, allowing them to rest key players in their last match, as it happens, a defeat to neighbours Macedonia. Croatia, however, sailed through the preliminary stage with wins against Iceland, Slovenia and Norway. They tripped up against Spain in the main round, losing 22-24, but a further win against defending champions France booked their semi-final place before an inconsequential draw against Hungary. And so the crowd absolutely heaving in the hall here. There's confirmation of the matches earlier today. Fifth place playoff, Macedonia beat Slovenia 28-27. Denmark, though, beat the Spaniards 25-24 in the first semi-final. They are already through to the final, and they can sit here now and relax and watch to find out who their opponents will be in this all-Balkan clash. This will start now with the national anthems. We'll hear the national anthem of Serbia. We'll start now with the anthem of Serbia. A passionate rendition of the anthem, the crowd joining in, and now we shall have the anthem of Serbia's opponents today, Croatia. Well, a focused Croatian team through catcalls and howls and whistles from the majority of the crowd here, doing their best to support their team. So the scene is set for what will be a passionate encounter. Croatia hoping to reach their third consecutive final, although they lost both the finals after that to Denmark in 2008 and France in 2010. Well, Serbia will count on their fanatical support to lift them into the final. Here's the lineup then for the Serbian team. Serbia will rely on strong backline with Ilic, Nenadic and Vujin, as well as their goalkeeper Stanic. There is their captain, 24 goals, 49% success rate, 9 of those goals coming from penalties. Stanic, their goalkeeper, is on a 43% success rate with his saves, which is excellent. Balic is the emblematic Croatian playmaker, but it's Lakovic, Koplia and Dunjak who've done the heavy lifting at the back. Čupić and Horvat, though, have been dangerous on the wing, while Vori is always a threat on the line. And there is Čupić, top scorer for the team with 32 goals and a 74% success rate, which is excellent for him. 19 of his goals coming from penalties. Well, these two teams last met at the World Championships last year in Sweden in the preliminary stages. It was on as even there as they drew 24 all. But here, with the added passion and fervour of the home supporters, 20,000 spectators in the hall, and the vast majority are against this man's team. Zlatko Goluca, of course, a great player in his time, an Olympic champion in '96 and 2004. And there is Stanic, top goalkeeper in the competition on stats, 43% save rate, including 4 penalties at the other end. Mirko Alilovic, a 26-year-old who plays for Veszprém in Hungary, 34%, with an excellent 5 from 16 save rate on penalties. Well, it's the Croatians who are about to throw off the match, and expect the referee's whistle to be met with other whistles from around the hall. Here we go. The second semi-final of Euro 2012 is underway. Croatia in the all-white strip, throw-off, playing from left to right. The Serbs in the red top and blue shorts. I'll tell you, incidentally, that Serbia's left-back Vukovic, injured in the first game and replaced by Rinic in the squad, is fit again and has been brought back into the squad. They're allowed to change one player between main round and semi-finals, which they've done. First breakthrough, penalty. Rather bemused look. Goluca's happy with the way that started. I should tell you, incidentally, that the referees for today's game are terrible foul. Are from France, Nordine Lazare and Laurent Revret, and they certainly are not showing any sign of intimidation by the crowd here, as they've sent Beljanski off, the defence specialist, inside the first 35 seconds of this semi-final. Ivano Balic will take the penalty. It's Čupić, in fact, I do beg your pardon. Getting carried away with the noise, the din in the arena is quite deafening, I can tell you. So Čupić gets the Croats 1-0 up, and they defend 3-2-1. Very deep defence, Igor Vori at the front. And the Serbs have started off with Manojlovic as the playmaker. Ilic, of course, at left-back. Vujin over on the far side, who's blown hot and cold through this competition. Ilic, penalty, defending inside the area. Čupić and Koplia are closing the gate too late. Goluca doesn't agree. There is Koplia, who's having an excellent championship, I have to say. And so Momir Ilic steps up to face Alilovic. Clever part. Dropped his wrist back, curled it over the goalkeeper. 1-1. And once more, the Croatian attack met by the cat calls and whistles. So into the centre, Dunjak. Koplia, right back, he's through. And at the moment it's Lakovic who's swapping between attack and defence to let in Gojun for Croatia. Gojun, who is the central defender at the back, number 10. And with the extra player, Nikčević needs to try and find a way through the back. There's the response. Manojlovic. Vori dummies a shot and goes through. Stanic commits himself early, goes down, and Vori can just curl it over the top of him. And we've had 5 goals in 2.5 minutes. Well, in this cauldron of atmosphere, it's not surprising that they're playing absolutely flat out. It's hard to try and play a slow, composed game when the crowd are screaming, all 20,000 of them. It would be a fairy tale for the Serbs. Many of them, the independent observers, and for that matter, some of their supporters, didn't think that they had it in them to make it through to the final. And Nikčević, with a bit of spin on the ball, puts it around Alilovic. The throw out is taken very quickly. That won't count. He'll have to come back. The whistle's gone, although the players can barely hear it. And a rather wry smile by Dunjak, the 23-year-old, who, together with Lakovic, plays for Hamburg in the German Bundesliga. And indeed, so does Vori, for that matter, the line player at the back there, tussling to make some space for himself. Serbia back to full strength, incidentally. Have been since the last minute. Dunjak looks for Vori, tries to use the space given him by Vori, and again defending inside the area. Yellow card for Manojlovic. Well, Nordim Lazar marks him down in his little book. And I think the French referees have set out their stall here. With a 2-minute suspension in the first 35 seconds. Čupić again. And Stanic lifts his right leg, and Čupić just drops it down next to the standing leg. So back comes Serbia at full strength now, but still this deep defence. Effectively a 3-2-1, the number 2 defenders pushing up to 9 metres, trying to push out the threat from the back. Manojlovic is in on the line, they're trying to help each other. In fact, it's the defence specialist who's there. Came off a foot. It's Beljanski who's staying in attack at the moment. Manojlovic with Beljanski, flatten the defence, gives an opportunity for the shot, but Alilovic saves comfortably. Vujin tried to steal it, but away they come. Čupić goes wide, and they settle down again. We're past the 5-minute mark, and already it's 4-3 to Croatia. Oh, and another 2-minute suspension. The boos and the catcalls, and he looks up, and Manojlovic can't quite believe it. We've already had 2-minute suspensions in 5.5 minutes. Well, in fairness, it was a hard tackle. They may have thought he made connection with his face. I don't think he did. Then he was clumsy looking, that's for sure. It's all sideways at the moment. They've got to try and use the advantage now. The second power play of the game already. Too many steps. Free throw for the Serbians. There's the coach for Serbia, Veselin Vukovic. Took over after the World Championships last year when Serbia finished 10th. Former international himself in the old days of Yugoslavia. Olympic champion in '84 and a world champion in '86. So he, like his counterpart for Croatia, Goluca, today, he's been there and he's done it. So Nikčević substitutes as a line player while they're short-handed. Ilić comes in. Vujin. Back into Vujin, and passive play is being worn now. Nikčević from a very closed angle, defending inside the area, and a yellow card for Čupić. Well, he gets a little talking to Čupić. Let's see it again. He did run into him and barge him as he went to shoot. Dunjak goes over and has a few words with Čupić. And Ilić scores. Well, he lifted his leg, Alilovic, and Ilić just bounced it in underneath. Vukovic in the frame now for Serbia, who's still short-handed for another 25 seconds. On an awkward bounce by Lakovic. And so the initiative then stays with the Croatians. A few more seconds before Serbia back to full strength again. And they are now Beljanski, who's been used predominantly as a defender so far in the competition. He's scored none from 2 goals, the little time he has been on in attack. But interestingly, chosen to start today ahead of Stojkovic. The passions there. Ilic again, the captain. Here's his club handball for Kiel. The runaway leaders in the German Bundesliga. 5-5 the score then as Stanic finally manages to get into the game. And slow build-up by the Serbians. No need to rush here. Already Croatia are back in defence. Into the 9th minute, Dunjak. Go around, no space there, gets a little bit of a barge off Manojlovic, and Ilic being held on the way through. And we've got a yellow card, I think, for Koplia. Beljanski dropped to the floor. Nikčević goes in on the line. It's a 4-2 attack again. Manojlovic, Nikčević, he scores, and Serbia go in front. 6-5. Croatia once more take a very quick throw off. And I can tell you that Goluca is absolutely livid with Goyu, the defence specialist. He's shouting a bit on the bench as he's come off, and Lakovic has gone into the attack. Little handoff, and Koplia mishandles it, nearly loses it. Nikčević is there. I think it's a Serbian ball, and little tussle. No harm done, they were just wrestling over the ball. And Nikčević sportingly shakes hands. It was literally just a race for it, but little slow by Koplia to get off the mark. Manojlovic went after it first, and there was the tussle. Neither would let go, and Goluca just shakes his head. And Lakovic smiling and really trying to reassure everyone, including the spectators, that there's no hard feelings. It was just a race for the ball. So round into the centre comes Ninčević, the Croatian winger, slots in. Serbians playing a 6-0 defence, flatter. I think it would suit the likes of Koplia and Lakovic with their big shots. Free throw, passive play is being warned as well. Ilic holding tight there at the centre together with Manojlovic. Vukovic felt that was an attacking foul. And they've just stopped the game briefly. Technically, there he is. That was an attacking foul, says Vukovic. I'm afraid it's not the way the French referees saw it. Long-range shot. Oh, mistake by Stanic. Went through him. Musa. Is it? No, it's not. I didn't think so. He's not got that kind of a shot, to be perfectly honest. Lakovic, the scorer. So past the 10-minute mark then in the second semi-final. Denmark in the final already after their win over Spain. Dramatic as it was. Free throw. Looked like it might be heading for extra time, that first semi-final, after Hansen had shoulder barged with 30 seconds to go and afforded the Spaniards an attack to come back at them, but they miss right at the death. That's intercepted, the ball's out. Igor Vori out to the wing, Ninčević. And Croatia back in front again. Scored by the 30-year-old who plays for Fuchs Berlin in the German Bundesliga. So into the frame now for Serbia comes Čutura. It's been a real revelation here. 36 years old, but only just called up for the first time this year. 7 internationals, 20 goals already. He plays for Real Ademar in Spain. Into the wing, there's nothing going there though. He'll have to come out again. Vujin goes out to Čutura. Passive play is being warned. They're putting the ball out. It's intercepted, but there's already a foul, and they'll all have to come back. Čupić, a wry smile as he looks there. Passive play, they've got to get a shot away soon. Beljanski. Ilic, Vujin. Oh, some holding going on. Igor Vori gets a yellow card for complaining. And there's Golutsa saying, stop talking to the referee. That's idiotic. Well, they've had their 3 yellow cards now. Further sanctions, and it's going to be 2-minute suspensions. Čutura again. Here he comes. 12 goals so far in the competition for him. Oh, goes through, dispossessed. Slap on the hand by Koplia to dispossess him of the ball. Still passive play. Vujin goes wide. Good defending by the Croatians, as Serbs just couldn't break through. Manojlović races in, swapping with Čutura between attack and defence. The last time these two teams met, it was a draw last year in Sweden at the World Championships. Intercepted, but there's a foul already, and in fact acknowledged by Manojlović, the central defender. Vori, free throw. Vukovic anxiously looking on. Lakovic. Koplia, Dunjak. Koplia tries to go through, and it's an attacking foul. Ran into the defender. Back comes Serbia. Slow pace. Last 2 goals coming from Croatia. 6-5 down, and now they're 7-6 up. So Stankovic brought into the attack at right back. The 29-year-old who plays for Créteil in France, on the top of the picture. Looking for the line and no way through. Say Vujin, not really too enterprising in his time on court so far. Attacking foul, and it will be a Croatian ball. Koplia, Dunjak takes his time, Lakovic still on, and it's going to be a change and an entrance for the emblematic Ivano Balic. Twice World Player of the Year. 519 goals and 181 internationals. Been Olympic champion, been world champion. Oh, the clumsy foul. Balic jumping on top of Beljanski. There's Tolian in the centre of the picture with a beard, and on the left, as we look at him, Hasan Mustafa. Tolian, president of the European Handball Federation. Hasan Mustafa, president of the International Federation, and Balic, just checking you're okay. He managed at least not to land too heavily on him. So midway through the first half, Croatia leading 7-6 in the second semi-final to see who will play Denmark on Sunday in this same arena. Ilic. Sting taken out of that by one of the defenders, and away come the Croatians. Dunjak down the centre into Vori. He's overbounced it. Goes sailing past the post and stays out, and back come the Serbians. They're level. Huge cheer.
Goal Serbia, player number 7.
Nikčević. So just to show how fast things are moving here, no sooner did they do that than this happens. Ball comes straight out again. Čupić goes around and just on the inside post scores, and once more Croatia are leading as we go past the 16th minute. Runs into the defence. It's a 2-minute suspension. Koplia looks around to see, well, is anybody else around here? Because I didn't do anything. And that's his second. And that could be critical. Let's have a look. Caught him around the neck, I think. That's why. Holding him too high. So with the suspension, Ivano Balic will come back into it. That's an interesting change at this point, with the defence specialist Gojun coming out. Getting a bit of experience there, but normally Balic is more the one you're calling for the attack. Čutura into the wing. Nikčević moves it back out again. Čutura again into Nikčević. Now he's got a big angle. Bounces it underneath Alilovic, just into the far post. It's all square, 8-all. Stretching the short-handed Croatian defence by going backwards and forwards, And as Alilovic brings his legs together, he bounces them right next to him. 17 minutes played, it's all square again here in Belgrade. Balic. They make a position, it's off the post and picked off as a rebound came out by Vukovic. And he and Manojlovic swap over. Vukovic, the player who was injured in the opening game, they thought his Euro was over, but he's been training so hard to get fit again. Light exercise and then a lot of supervision, but he's got fit. So still 30-odd seconds for Serbia to try and benefit here from the power play. Ilic. Vori pushes out on him. Brilliant! Stankovic. Opening goal for him. And Serbia take the lead. A few more seconds and Croatia will be back to full strength. Meanwhile, at right back, they have brought in Dani Buntic, plays for Targe Vive Kielce in the Polish Extraliga. And Serbia are back to full strength again. Nimčević has gone in. Buntic, well, immediate contribution from the right back. Not being used in defence. There he goes. Vori puts a block for him on the line. And he goes straight up to Vori. 9-all. Well, neither goalkeeper shining at the moment, both exactly the same stats. 1 save from 10 shots. Ilic pulled back to the ground as he tried to take off. Koplia catching him, and Koplia's got to watch himself. One more 2-minute suspension and it's a red card for him. Ilic into the line. Off the post. Tried to flick the ball out, and Stojkovic has just come in for Serbia. Couldn't get the rebound. Check as the substitutions are made. Out go Čupić and Gojun. And into the attack now for Croatia comes Zlatko Horvat, replacing Čupić on the right wing, and he'll probably stay there in defence as well. While Lakovic has been substituted regularly throughout the game so far. Koplia, no way through there. Dunjak gets the ball, and Lakovic is loitering, but he's immediately picked out by Stankovic, and it's a free throw and a yellow card for Stankovic. Just need to mop the floor, and we're past the 20-minute mark in the first half, all square here in Belgrade. Serbia has done tremendously well, I must say, with those wins against Denmark and Poland to start things off. Draw against Slovakia on the last day of the preliminary stage was inconsequential. Slovakia were already packing their bags, ready to go home. Vori! And we've got a yellow card at the same time as well. Momir Ilic, the captain, has picked up a yellow card. And Croatia have the lead again. No luck for Stanic, and the hero of the early stages replaced. Dragan Marjanac, the 26-year-old who plays for Bern Muri in Switzerland, replaces him. 31% save rate for him. We'll see him in action shortly. Long-range shot, Alilovic, that's inside. It won't count by Stojkovic, and Alilovic gets the throw out. Stankovic's shot parried away. Back into the frame comes Balic in the centre. Takes over from Dunjak. Into the wing, there's no space there. Oh, under so much pressure, Balic just ripped his shoulder away to get away from the block and put the ball into Koplia. Excellent play by the play, look at that. And Koplia hammers it in. And it's a 2-goal lead for Croatia with 8 minutes remaining in the first half. All the way through, that's off a defender, but there's a foul before anyway. He's signalled there by Laurent Reveret, and they'll come back for the throw. Stojkovic, who ironically is up against a teammate today, Buntic of Croatia, and Stojkovic play for Vivek Jelcin, Poland. Sejba Alilovic is still in play. Nikčević has got it, he was looking for a line, and Gojun got in the way. The defender quite literally jumped in front of Čutura. Desperate play in defence. Look at the ball, goes back again. Čutura runs in, but Gojun just jumps out and knocks the ball away before landing back inside the area. As this picture may well confirm when we see it again, we don't. And Goluca sweating as if he's playing the match himself. Sesum has come into the frame now for Serbia. His first shot comes to nothing. A rather theatrical fall there as the winger Ninčević throws himself backwards, and the substitutions take place again. In come Lakovic and Vori. And Goluca doing his best to keep his backline fresh. Little handoff. Koplia. And team timeout called by Goluca, is it?
Team timeout requested by Croatia.
Well, they seem to be saying no to the bench, having just given them the green card, but well, the amazing heated atmosphere in the hall here so far. It's been end-to-end stuff, but at the moment Croatia have just edged ahead, scoring the last 3 goals to go from 8-9 down to 11-9 up. And at the moment the Serbs are having trouble finding solutions at the back, and they've substituted a few players in an endeavour to try and break down the line, but it's not working. And the very deep Croatian defence is working well at the moment. It's causing all kinds of trouble. And even Momir Ilic, the hero of the Serbian team, is having to work incredibly hard for his 3 goals from 5 attempts. Vukovic and his team absolutely desperate to win here against their arch rivals from Croatia. Balic, oof, way over the top, and an awkward fall, but with no one putting him under pressure, Dunjak misses and Marjanac happy to put the ball forwards. Alilovic slowly getting into the game in goal for the Croatians now with 4 saves. He's managed to drag himself up to 31%, but Stanic, when he went out, had managed just 1 save in 12 shots. Sesum, beautiful defending inside the area was it. Balic lifted him and put him back. No argument from Balic. The foul on Chutura. So Ilic steps up once more to face Alilovic on the 7-metre line. Let's have a look again here. And there you go, he steps inside the area and then lifts him out. But that's already spotted by Revere. And Ilic scores, and the gap closes slightly.
Number 13, Momir.
And they needed that. They haven't scored for 6 minutes, Serbia. Hopefully that'll kickstart them again. Balic, missed the link with Koplia. Nikčević is away. Well, very sportingly lobs the ball away to Stankovic for him to score. He was probably free to go through on his own, but Stankovic slightly ahead of him and very selflessly hands the ball off. And Serbia are level with 5 minutes to go in the first half. There it is again. Taken quickly, and frankly there Alilovic with no one in defence has got no chance. Meanwhile at the other end Balic has just hammered one through, breaking through the defence. Here it is, round the defender, cut back in behind Manojlovic, and you've got to watch him a lot closer than that. Into the wing, Nikčević. Free throw. The French referee saying get up, come back out for a free throw. Referees have to be careful not to kind of add to the tension by a dramatic blowing of the whistle, because I'm not sure Nikčević was claiming the penalty. Stojkovic. Sesum. Way through there, Chutura back out again. We've got a free throw and a team timeout called now by Veselin Vukovic with 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Well, the Croatians, it's very inventive, and they hit through and break through at 6 meters, and the defense at the moment is slightly disjointed, especially when they're pushing up at the front. They've got to be careful to keep well connected. Meanwhile, in attack at the moment, they're beginning to find some solutions, and what they really need is a back line that's firing on all cylinders at the moment. I'm afraid that Sesum is not doing it just now, not willing to take the long-range shots. Vujin has come out a little shot shy in the second half. He's there now, but they really need some brave shots from the back. Sesum's got it in him. 10 goals so far in the competition. He's scored 246 in all for Serbia in 91 appearances. He did come in with an elbow injury into this Euro, and there was some doubt he might, whether he might play. But he was declared fit just before, and he's certainly shown no signs of it during the competition so far, but he's really got to step up to the plate and get the shots in. Sesum. Hands off. Oh, beautiful. That's more like it. If Vuyin can really get going.
For Serbia, number 6,
Marko Vuyin plays for Veszprém in Hungary, although he's headed to German Bundesliga side Kiel next year. He's averaging 8 goals a match, but has really blown hot and cold here. That's his first goal from 2 attempts only in 26 minutes. Lakovic. Balic has shifted to the left. Little handoff. Koplia. Here comes Balic into the line. Oh, the defence again fell apart. As they push forwards, when they switch 6-1 to 5-1, they're leaving that middle gap. There's no coordination at the back. Earlier, Balic exploited it. Now Vori has gone through. And with 3 minutes to go, Croatia lead again. Sesum. So we're getting a bit messy now. Sesum tries to go inside, releases the ball to Vuyin, he can't do it. Sesum being told, don't close your arm on the defender's arm. And also the referee's arm goes up to say now it's passive play as well. Sesum takes a shot, that's very tame. Not a real challenge for Mirko Halilovic. Sesum fires away, it's parried right up in the top corner. And Manojlovic, I think, has just skidded on. I'm not sure what happened down there as we were watching the replay. Hobbling a little bit. Just look at the arena. It is heaving in here, I can tell you. There is not a seat to be had. And I suspect that the whole of Serbia are on television, those who couldn't get the tickets watching this and hoping that Serbia can beat their neighbours. 1996, the former Yugoslavia, it wasn't quite Serbia then on its own, took bronze at the European Championships, so that was the last step on the podium for them, and that's gone in. Koplia, and the Croatian fans are happy. 2-goal lead as we enter the last 2 minutes. Well, interesting that Ilic is not on. He's got the top off. He's ready to go if he's needed, I guess, but he's been off for quite a while now. Block, that would be a free throw. Ilic has played 20 minutes of the game, in fact. Vuyin could have taken a shot, instead passes the ball out. Now it is passive play. Chutura foul from behind. It would appear anyway by Vori. They've got to take a shot now. Vuyin. Oh, he's done it. And a very tame shot as well. Halilovic will be annoyed with himself. Didn't get to the point of impact where the ball bounced, and it left him a little bit... let's have a look at it from this angle here. Thought he had it, and that's the danger. If you don't catch it where it hits the ground, you just don't know what the bounce will do when it lifts. And they're back within 35 seconds to go before the break. Croatia looking to exploit this at times very porous defence, especially when Manojlovic goes out. He comes out now, there's a gap for Vori. And they were a bit loose on him. Vori looks exasperated, he was free again. It's almost as if the Serbian defence is too stretched. So when the centre player Manojlovic goes up, there's actually no one to close in behind him. And every time Vori is waiting between the second and third defender from the left. And all he's got to do is hop around one player and move along into the gap. "15 seconds to go. Balic. Play on, they say. Lakovic, he's put it over the top. 10 seconds to get the ball up and maybe one last shot for Serbia. Vori's trying to hide it. Into the line, oh, fumbled. Nikčević couldn't pick up the rebound, and that's it. The buzzer's gone. dramatic ending, and that so nearly fell into the hands of Nikčević, the Serbian winger, who goes off annoyed. And at halftime, Croatia leading Serbia 14-13 in the second semi-final of Euro 2012. Well, it's been an exhausting first half and high emotion here in the arena. But for the time being, at least, the Croatians just have the edge. 67% success rate on their shooting to only 56% for Serbia, but otherwise on the attacks, they're succeeding on roughly the same number, 59 to Serbia, 61% to Croatia. Fast breaks about equal as well, and the scoring fairly well spread out. Croatia with Čupić, Koplia and Vori on 3, while Ilić and Nikčević are on 4, but Ilić hasn't been on for the last 10 minutes, and that'll be an interesting story. A long lull in the middle for both teams, but then a second lull for the Serbs when they didn't score for a while. Their scoring's coming pretty well on the right-hand side and down the centre, with the left wing contributing. Nothing at left back and right wing so far in the game. While for Croatia, well, similarly, it's all going down the middle. The wings have seen no action whatsoever, with 3 fast breaks and 2 7-metre throws. So at half-time, Croatia leads Serbia 14-13. We'll take a short break, but join us again for the second half.
Dakle, Igor da dođe kod zapisničkog stola. Poziva se Igor. Dakle, još jednom treba nam golman Igor, kao i obično u poluvremenu kurirova nagradne